Well, welcome back to our Little Big Chat Show, episode 3.
where we are going to be talking about our trip in the Philippines.
And I'm Vin, and this is my co host.
Carter Ta.
All right. All right. So the last episode, we talked a little bit about the first half of our trip where we went to Vietnam. So this time, we're going to kind of recap our trip to the Philippines. So do you want to kick us off or you want me to do it?
You can do it.
Okay. All right. So we left Vietnam and we headed straight to the Philippines. We landed in Manila.
And everyone was crying.
Yeah. Yeah. When we left Vietnam, there were tears everywhere. But when we went to Philippines, one of the first things that we did was that we ended up renting the first day we stayed over at family's house, right? We stayed over at
Nina and Christine's house.
Correct. So we stayed there one night. We just kind of, I can't remember what we did during the day. Oh, we went to that
Jollibee.
Did we go to Jollibee's?
Yeah, we went to Jollibee.
Okay. We went to Jollibee's and then we ended up going to have lunch at that place. I can't remember what it was called, but it was really cool where we had those nice, amazing views. Do you remember that? So we saw we went up there. It was like kind of like we're like in the mountains, like looking at everything. It was really awesome. And then
oh yeah.
Yeah. And then so we stayed over at Christine's place. And then the next day we went to Malolo's. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
With Mama's house?
No, not yet. So we went over there where we rented a pool house. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's Malolo's.
Yeah. So we rented a pool house over there. So then this way your mom's family could come over there and hang out with us. This way it saved us a little bit of time from driving all the way around to kind of visit everyone.
So instead we just had everyone come to our little pool house.
Exactly. It was a nice place. I mean, I think it housed, maybe you could sleep 20 to 30 people there. So it was pretty nice place.
It was like 16 beds or something like that.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. And then so it was nice. We catered in food and we just ate and drank and just hung out pretty much all day and everything there. So we were just there for one night.
And then you got stuck in the bathroom.
Yeah, so we get there. At one of the bathrooms, the door like jammed when I went in. I was like, okay, we got there. I went in there. I was like, I just got to use the restroom. And then it just got locked. I could not unlock it. So I just kicked it open, which was fine. But I was like, hey, anybody who goes in here next, be careful because you might get locked in there. I was more concerned about the little kids who went in there because like when I kept pushing, it would not budge. And then, I just kicked it open, which was fine. But yeah, I was more concerned about the little kids than the adults. Adults can figure it out.
The adults can figure it
out. But it was a good time. I mean, they had like there was like an area inside where people could sit there and watch TV, and there's
where you would like climb down the stairs, and there was like that big sofa.
Yeah, and then outside there was like that pool, and then there was we had like a little kitchen over there, so people were we had food catered in, and then they had like they had a pool table like on the other side upstairs. So yeah, it was cool. It was a good time.
The pool table. When you said pool table, I was thinking of like an actual pool. I was like, pool
but
table.
A table. And then I think the next day we ended up, is that the time where we went to, I can't remember if we went to Boracay the next night or when we went to the ancestral house where your mom had where they had like the flood stuff. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think we went there first.
Okay. So we went there, and so we went to the ancestral house where like her my wife's grandma had kind of set up shop, like, and had all their family houses there and whatnot. So the cool thing about that, it was cool but not cool, but it was still pretty cool, very neat to experience at least just once. Because I guess, what do they call it, like high tide or something like that, where
like the river.
So after
it would like the sea level would rise and it would like come onto like the land, and it would like have like a little flood that would like go up to like your hip.
Yeah, so it was the water would actually rise pretty high where where you're at, if you don't leave at a certain time, you're kind of stranded there, right? You're kind of stuck there for a little bit, and
And it was only supposed to be like how long did they say it was gonna be?
yeah, I asked your mom, okay, I was like, all right, so how long does it last? She's like, by noon you'll be fine, and then we can head out and all that stuff. I'm like, all right, that's fine, that's not a big deal.
And we're
We can
stuck there
last.
till like 5.
Yeah. So we ended up being stuck there, and we ended up having lunch there, and then we were stuck there for a while. So then we ended up having dinner there as well, and we're like, oh, okay, I guess we're gonna be here for a minute. But it
Yeah,
was
we can leave by noon.
yeah,
Has
that was not
dinner
the case, but that was cool. And then we ended up going to we stayed over at another house. That was Wilma's house.
there. Yeah, Wilma's.
So we ended up staying over there.
That was nice.
Yeah. So we stayed over there, and then the next day, that's when we went to Boracay, right? So
Yeah.
so it was actually really cool. When we went to Boracay, we went with a few other family members. There was an uncle, 2 aunts, a few cousins, and a niece that
How
went
do you
with us.
remember that?
Well, all here, man. I'm just trying to think of it.
I can
as
just
I'm
remember Tita Jasmine. I mean, Ate Jasmine.
Yeah. So
Tita.
that was the niece that went with us, and yeah. So we ended up going.
But isn't the niece my cousin too?
Yeah, that's your cousin. But
You
anyways,
can't just separate her from everyone else.
yeah, but she's your cousin. But then I'm talking about from my perspective, right? You got the uncle, the 2 aunts, and then so yeah, and then so yeah, we went to Boracay. That was actually we flew. We did not fly into Boracay. We flew into another airport, and that's when we ended up.
Oh yeah,
hanging out.
Puerto Princesa.
No.
Right?
That wasn't until later. So then we ended up getting so Tito oh my goodness.
Tito Jeff?
No. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad.
In your perspective?
Yeah.
Or my perspective?
Your perspective.
Tito. What was another
Oh my
Tito?
goodness. The one with the farmhouse.
Oh, Tito JP.
JP, that's right. Oh my god. I was like, started with a J, but I was like, what is it? It's JP. So Tito JP, he ended up picking us up. It was awesome. And then we ended up going to his farmhouse.
And there were puppies.
It was awesome. So we go there, and it was farmhouse. So he had was it a goat? He had a bunch of chickens, ducks,
like 2 fully grown dogs.
Yeah. Was it 2 or 3?
2.
Two, and then had a puppy. That's right. He had a little.
No, he
puppy.
had like 4, like
puppies. They had a couple puppies. Yeah, he had a couple puppies and 2 fully grown dogs, and yeah, it was
and a
so
bunch
much
of
fun.
chickens. And
So many chickens.
My little brother Alex kept on like picking all the chickens up.
Oh yeah, it's such a blast. It was so much fun there. And it was cool because then so we all went over to JP's house. And we hung out over there with the elders, the cousins, and the niece and whatever. So we all went over there, and it was a lot of fun. Then he showed us the beach house and everything. So which was like maybe 20 minutes away. So we went over there. The kids swam a little bit. But yeah, it was really nice.
Ethan took off his clothes in front of everyone.
All right. Anyways, and then so his cousin had to change, so he changed, and he didn't do it in front of everybody. He was in the room, but you guys walked over there, and you guys should not have walked over. That's why. Anyways,
no, like he was like changing right.
He was in the house. You guys were outside. You guys walked in when he was changing.
No. Earlier, like remember when like right after like they pour the water on us to like cleanse us.
I don't know. I don't want to talk about that. We're gonna move on.
Okay.
So anyways, so yeah, you guys went to the pool house and you guys came back. We hung out, and then the next day we drove to Boracay. Right. So we drove. Right. Yeah. So we drove over to the port where we were gonna get on a boat to get to Boracay. So then.
Oh yeah, and then mommy was like, "It's gonna be a 15-minute ride."
No. That's a different one. You're thinking about when we went to. You're thinking about when we went to. Coron. When we went to Coron. I know. Well, it was a couple weeks ago, right? So you got to get your notes. You got to get everything in order. So then, all right. So then we ended up getting to Boracay. It was awesome. We stayed at this hotel where like we backed right into the beach. So that was awesome. And the beach had such beautiful white sand. The water was so clear and it was so clean. I was like, oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
not green like the ones in the U.S. It's filled with pee and blue ocean.
Ridiculous. But yeah, it was really nice. It was really nice. The weather was perfect. Yeah, it was just amazing. The pool that was at our hotel was really nice too. But yeah, everything there was cool. I mean, the only thing that I didn't like so much was just like when we were having breakfast, man, there were so many bugs. So many bugs. I was
especially on the last day there.
Yeah, we were outside, so there were just like so many bugs that would fly.
Not really. Like we were in like a room, but like all the doors were like open.
Yeah, it was all open. So it's like even though you're inside, there were like basically no walls. So they just opened it all up, which was nice. It felt nice,
fresh air, but too many flies.
The bugs were just freaking going nuts there.
There were like 50 flies like in the room.
Maybe, I don't know, but it was a big room. But yeah, there were a lot of bugs. And then so we stayed there. So one of the cutest and funniest things about Boracay was obviously spending time with the family there and everything. But what was nice was that we all decided that it would be a good idea to get matching tattoos.
Oh yeah. so everyone got hennas. That's what they're called, right?
Yeah, henna tattoo.
A henna tattoo, and it was a cat because my tita Christine, for some reason loved the song that goes meow 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 meow. So then everyone was able to brainwash each other, and then everyone got matching tattoos.
I don't know about brainwash, but everyone just kind of convinced one another, like, we should do this. This is a great idea. So the best thing was just kind of getting the elders, the uncle and the two aunts, that
your uncle.
Yeah,
not my uncle.
Exactly.
Your
so
uncle.
I think they're probably like in their 70s. That's my guess.
Yeah, they are. So Lola Pat, which is Lola means grandma and Lolo means grandpa. Lola Pat is 70. Lola Emma is I think 75. And Lolo Elliot is like is in between them. I think.
Gotcha.
And then Lola is 78.
Gotcha. So, yeah. So it was, so it was a lot of fun, and it was great. Like every single time we posted pictures, we'd all just kind of point to the henna tattoo. So it was kind of fun. But yeah, it was a good time. We did a tour there. We did some island hopping. We did some snorkeling. So that was fun. We did like a sunset tour thing too, where we got on a boat and we watched the sunset.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
We walked around a lot. We went to some nice restaurants. It was good times. It was a lot of fun.
In Boracay, the good restaurant streak was amazing.
Yeah, like every single restaurant we went to was like awesome. It was great. So yeah, for sure.
It was sad to leave Boracay because like it was just so nice.
It was really, really nice. It was beautiful. It was like paradise.
We
went
to the pool so many times too.
Yeah. Oh, so good. And then, so when we were there, I don't know if you realized this, but I guess there was like a mini earthquake when we were there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I didn't realize it. I had my eyes closed and like I may have like knocked out because we were all hanging out the pool.
Like I was in the pool and my stomach started to like feel weird, but I thought I was just like getting like little dizzy from swimming a lot. So I didn't think much of it, but there was an earthquake going on at the time.
Yeah, it was very minor. I mean, I had my eyes closed, and then I was just kind of like I may have dozed off for a second right when it happened. Yeah, and then my wife came over and she's like, "Did you feel that?" I was like, "Huh?" Like I totally missed it. And then okay, so after Boracay, after we did all that stuff, we ended up leaving there, and then we headed back to Manila, and we stayed there one night. We stayed at a condo right next to Mall of Asia.
Oh yeah.
And so then we went to Mall of Asia. We did a little shopping, did some stuff over there. And then the next day we flew out to...
And then my stomach was hurting a lot.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember. Yeah. Because we kept running to the bathroom. Yeah, but it was fine. There were no accidents, so we were okay.
Accidents.
No accidents, so we were okay. And then we ended up. So the next day, then we flew to Palawan, right? So the first place we flew to was Puerto Princesa, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
Puerto Princesa.
Yeah,
Everyone liked Puerto Princesa except for
great.
the hotel that we went to.
Yeah, the hotel we stayed at, I don't want to, I don't want to throw any names out, but it was not nice. Like in the pictures, it looked awesome, but then when we got there, I was definitely not a fan. I was quite disappointed.
Like most of the hotel was okay, but twice out of like the 4 times that we used their room key, it just wouldn't work.
Yeah, it kept beeping. Like I think the issue was like their battery was low, but instead of just replacing it, they just kept letting it, whatever, and it just would not work, and it was very obnoxious. But whatever.
And like they like connected 2 rooms, so like we had 2 rooms for us, so we could have just used the. So they had the key for room 222, so they could have just used that one to enter us into our room. But no, my mom locked the door from the inside so that not even the key would work from there.
Yeah. Yeah, your mom's very paranoid with whenever we travel to make sure everything's super locked and super locked down and everything, which whatever, it's not a bad thing. So yeah, so we did a tour there, which was pretty cool. We did some zip lining. We checked out we did some zip lining. We checked out some islands. We did what else did we do? Do you remember?
In
Puerto
where?
Princesa.
Puerto Princesa. Didn't we only stay there for one night though?
Yeah, so it was a quick one. Oh, that's right. We did the underground river tour there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we did the underground river tour there. So that was actually pretty cool.
And I got peed on a bunch.
The bats were crazy, and they're like flying everywhere. You're like, oh my goodness.
And they wanted to pee a lot, so
yeah. Well, they
peed on me.
The people there, they just said, do not open your mouth when you're in there. Try to keep, kind of keep your head down and not like open your mouth like in awe, like it can be pretty gross. So be careful with that.
The bats are gonna give you some unwanted surprises, as the audio said.
Is that what it said? Unwanted surprises in the
yeah. They said
that okay.
The bats may give you unwanted gifts.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but it was cool though. It was super cool just to be in there. There were so many things that we saw in there too, like all these rock formations that looked like certain things. Like I think there was one that they said it looked like very religious stuff. So that was kind of cool. I can't remember exactly what it was. Like it's been a few weeks now since we've gotten back, so I can't remember exactly. Do you remember like some of the things? There was like a candle or something like that. There was like maybe the
I remember there were food.
Was there food in there too? No, that's funny. So yeah, so we did that. Oh, so one of the coolest things that we did was that while during our lunch, they were selling this delicacy called tamalok or something.
I mean, look.
Yeah. So, which was a
bloodworm.
They called it a sea worm, but it was very. It was alive, and it was like
white, and it was like crawling around. It was still alive.
Yeah.
And my dad ate one, and he's like, "It's actually not that bad." And then he went in for seconds out, and then he was like, and then he asked my mom like if she wanted to try it, and my mom was like, "Nah."
Yeah, I really had to hype myself up for a little bit because when I looked at it and it's like crawling in the bag, and I was just like, oh, that looks so gross. I was like, I don't know if I can do this. So I had to hype myself a little bit, get myself going. And I told myself I was going to do it. But when I saw it, I was ready to back out, but I toughed it out and I was like, I'm going to do it. And I ate it and it tasted delicious. It reminded me of oysters, except actually even a little better. And then I actually went and got seconds. It was actually pretty good. So then that was our trip to Puerto Princesa, and then we ended up taking a van to El Nido. That's right, we went to El Nido, which El Nido was beautiful. Our hotel there was awesome too. Yeah, it's like the only thing that sucked a little bit was when we got there, it was a little rainier Like all the previous
And
trips
there was
that
a
we
lot
had.
of rain.
Yeah, all the previous trips, the places that we went to, the weather was like very nice, and we never really had to deal with the rain. But it rained a little bit there, and it was on and off, so it wasn't like terrible. We did a couple tours there. Did
A bunch of tours.
yeah. Well, just 2 tours, but a lot of island
Mommy
hop.
doesn't want us to rest.
She's a beast, man. She's like, let's do everything. I was like, man, I'm tired, but okay.
I like kayaking, but everything else was just too much.
The kayaking in the lagoons were
Beautiful.
amazing. It was, yeah, it's like just sitting there and you're just like in between these
Secret
rock
lagoons.
formations and stuff. It was like, oh my gosh, it was crazy.
Remember when we kept on getting hurt at the secret lagoons?
Yeah, there was like this little, yeah, like we were crawling through like this cave, or crawling to, like over this like very rocky beach, and then we had to crawl through this hole to get into like this kind of like hidden lagoon, whatever. And that was really pretty, but man, that was such a pain. Like you saw all these people falling. I fell myself and like kind of scratched my knee a little bit. But there was guys that when they came back on the boat, there's like dripping blood and everything.
Yeah, like from their knee.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, you guys are lucky, because as soon as you guys got out, they put you guys on a little boat, and then they took you back to our boat. I was like, oh, why can't I get on there? I was like, great, I gotta walk all the way back myself and then swim back. But it was cool. It was beautiful in there. Just do it once. I would never do it again, because man, it was very, very rocky just to get there. But yeah, El Nido, beautiful. It was great. Our hotel was really nice too. The food there was good.
Which hotel was it? Lime?
Yes. Yeah. Yep. That's the one.
Yeah, Lime.
And yeah, it was beautiful. It was very cool.
To be honest, I didn't really like the food there.
No? Oh, they had so many things. I will, as much as I enjoyed the food.
I like the food in Vietnam more.
Yeah, me too. Like that's what I was gonna say, was that as much as I enjoyed the food in the Philippines, like I really thought the food in Vietnam was better. But again, I'm also Vietnamese, so so I might be a little biased.
Too biased. A lot of bias.
But you know what? I will say, like, like we here in the States, like we don't eat a ton of Filipino food, but
yeah, it's just too much.
Well, there's not
fast food.
Well, there's not a ton of. We do eat a bit more fast food than I would like, but I would say in the Philippines, we had a lot more exposure to other different types of Filipino food too. So I thought that was nice. Yeah, like tamalok. Okay, so then after we did that, we ended up going to. Oh, that's right. We took a ferry to Coron, and
is that the one that Mommy said that was 50 minutes and it was like 2 minutes?
She said maybe it was going to be maybe 2.5 hours or so for the ferry ride, but the weather was kind of rocky, so because of that ferry ride it ended up taking us about 5 or so hours to get there.
Oh yeah.
I got so seasick. I was not feeling good. I was like, oh my goodness.
Me either, but I tried to hold my vomit in.
Yeah. I was like, I was not feeling good. I was like, ugh, I was like starting to feel sick. Luckily, there were again no accidents, so we were fine.
I love accidents.
So then the next day, so when we got to Coron, we got to our hotel, which the hotel was amazing. I forgot the name of the hotel, but the hotel was really nice. And they had I think 3 or 4 pools at this hotel. They had a game room. They had, it was just, they had a nice restaurant.
Wait, what do you mean 3 or 4 pools?
Yeah, remember there was a pool on top, there was a pool at the bottom, and there was another kind of pool for the kids.
Oh.
You don't remember this? It was like the infinity pool and everything. Anyways, it was really nice.
My brain is not braining.
Apparently not. You don't remember? This was the last hotel we stayed at.
I only remember one pool.
No.
I don't remember an infinity pool.
Yeah, you guys started swimming over there, then you guys went downstairs, and then there was another pool, and then there was another pool for the kids. So there were at least 3 pools. I felt like maybe there might have been 4, but maybe it's just 3. You don't remember? Ah, whatever. Remember, you guys started off at the pool where there was a bar there. Remember, and then you guys ordered your
Oh,
drinks. Yeah, and
oh
then you
yeah.
guys
Now
went,
I
and then you
remember.
guys,
Now
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
remember.
Then you
Now I
guys went
remember.
downstairs to the and then walked over, and
I'm
then there was
thinking of the
another pool.
Boracay one.
Yeah, the Boracay. There was only one. There was only one pool there. So anyway, so we did a tour at Coron, and that was fun too. So a funny story is that when we got there was like one of the people that were on our tour. Man, this I was like, man, everybody's treating this person like very differently, like as if they're a celebrity or anything, and and we didn't, we're from America, so we don't know anything about over there. But turns out, I guess
She's Miss Elite Philippines.
yeah. So she was Miss Elite Philippines for, was it 2025, I think. So, but yeah, they were all treating her very nice and everything, and we're like, what's going on? Like, who is this person? But anyways, so that was kind of fun. But yeah, so then we did a tour. We did a tour there. Again, we did more island hopping, uh, snorkeling, kayaking, and all that stuff. And it was a great time. It was a lot of fun. Um,
And how can I not remember anything?
yeah, and then the next few days in Coron, we were just kind of chilling. We were relaxing. We weren't.
For once.
Yeah, for once we were just kind of relaxing a little bit. It was cool. We got massages there. We got massages. We
Like
got
everywhere.
yeah, we got, I think, 2 massages in Vietnam and 2 massages in the Philippines.
And I give massages.
Oh yeah, so Carter ended up learning how to give massages as well. He was like, "Oh, I can do this." It's like, maybe I start charging. He was getting, like, in Vietnam, you were giving massages to everybody that would want one. You're like, "Hey, I got you, I got you."
And then I give one in the Philippines, and I was like, to you.
Is it okay? Yeah, it's nice. And then, which I will say, surprisingly pretty good for a little guy. And then after we were there for a couple more days, we ended up flying back to Manila, and then where did we go when we got back? Oh, that was the
My
big,
Lolo.
that was the yeah. So then that was the big basketball game. So
Oh,
one of my wife's cousins, this great guy, he organized this basketball
1 day
game.
tournament.
Yeah, 1 day basketball game that was like epic. They brought in like referees, announcers, videographer, photographer, custom jerseys for all the players. They even had made custom jerseys for my wife and the kids, and it was just so much fun. They had someone keeping stats and everything, and it was just so much fun. They brought in, like, they had speakers set up, and people um, manning that and all that stuff. Like, you bring the ball up the court and you can hear the music. Dun, 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 like, so it was just so fun. It was like, I had such a blast. They had trophies and medals and stuff like that. But yeah, it was just so fun. I had such a great time. I felt like I was playing in like a big time league, and it was really cool. Like, they rented the court for, I think, like 4 or 5 hours or something like that, where they ended up, like, after we finished our game, they brought in catered food and everything, so everybody could just
There was
hang
like
out,
pizza
chit chat.
that wrote Vin.
My name, I know, it was so cool. I felt so special.
Special.
But yeah, it was super fun. But yeah, I will say the only one downfall to the Philippines was, like, when we were in Coron. I think the first full day we were there, we ended up getting street food, and I ended up getting food poisoning. So I was feeling kind of sick for the rest of the trip. So it did not. So
Do you still feel sick?
No, I feel fine now. But yeah, I felt I had like food poisoning, and I was just not feeling good like the whole time there. And then, like, even when we were playing the basketball game, I was so out of it, and I was like dehydrated. I was not feeling good. But the game itself was awesome. I was so grateful that they set it up.
Scoring the first 3-pointer.
I did, but whatever. That's it. I don't care about stats or anything. I just love, and even though I haven't played basketball in forever, but I just love that whole thing. It was so much fun. And then,
I can't believe that you don't even know what a best starting five is.
I don't know what is it.
So you know how in basketball you always start with 5 people on the field,
Yep.
on the
In
court.
the court. Mhm.
That means like if you guys were in a group, you guys would be the best teammates.
I just realized, what is this?
I don't know.
All right. Hey, I'm going to put my mic down. What is this?
It's I don't know.
Like a, all
Alright,
right. There's like a tag on your shirt that's, I don't know how old is this shirt? Is this a newer shirt?
Yeah, this was my birthday shirt, but I ended up wearing my Ronaldo shirt.
Oh, okay. So, so this shirt, so you've had this for many, many months and you never took the tag off. So
That's
yeah.
a tag?
Yeah. Well, it normally has like the price attached to it, but the price tag, you just pulled that off, but you didn't take the plastic tag off. So
Oh.
there you go. I was like, what is that popping out?
Oh, but that was my toy.
Yeah, we'll throw it out. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, but you know what? The basketball game is awesome. I was very grateful. Not just obviously for the people who coordinated and put everything together and organized.
You got best starting five and didn't even know what it was.
But I was just very grateful for us to just be able to have that experience. That was super cool. And then after that, that was it. That was kind of like, then we kind of did a quick little wrap up and
bye-bye.
And then we just kind of met a few people, said our goodbyes, and then we headed back to the airport. And then from there, we flew to Hong Kong, and you kids ended up eating Popeyes there. The greatest thing was like I saw a sign that said Western Wonders, and then it had like 3 American restaurants, and it was like Popeyes, Burger King. I want to say McDonald's, but I can't remember. But yeah, it was just kind of funny to see Western Wonders. And it was just like fast food. And then after that, we flew the long flight home to Chicago.
And I accidentally watched the 6th movie of Harry Potter, not the 5th.
Oh.
I skipped the 5th one.
Man, I watched so many things. So I will tell you some funny thing on the flight. Was, I don't know if you even know this, but for some reason they had set up my screen so it's like a children's setting. So when I was at first watching movies, I was like, why are there only like kid movies on here? And I was like, yeah, I guess I could watch Aladdin. I guess I could watch whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that's fine. You might enjoy those movies when I was a kid. So sure, but after like, I think I watched Aladdin, I watched something else, and I was just like, what? Like, I'm looking around and I'm like, I see other people watching other movies. I can't find those movies. What's going on?
I can't watch I can't watch Star Wars.
I can't watch anything.
I can't watch Homelander. Yeah.
So then I called the flight attendant over. I was like, is something wrong with my screen? I was like, I feel like there's only kid movies on here. Then she was like, oh yeah, let me fix it for you. So then that helped. And then there was like a whole catalog, a whole library of different movies I could watch after. I was like, oh, thank goodness.
Finally.
So that helped me power through.
Alex actually switched his screen into kids mode because he wanted to watch Bluey.
That's fine. But you could watch Bluey if it wasn't in kid mode.
Yeah, but he was just too lazy to search.
Fair enough.
Because he's lazy.
Fair enough. And then we got back. And then we
cried some more.
Did we?
No.
I was like, I don't remember that. Then we took a cab. We took a cab ride home, and
it was like $90. But then in like the Philippines and Vietnam, it was like 10.
Yeah, it was so cheap. Like it was an adjustment coming back to try to like even going out to eat and whatever. Like the other day, we went out to eat as a family, and it was like $80-$90, and I'm just like, and that was like on a day that they had specials, and I'm just like, man. Over there, it'll be like $10.
Over there, it'd be like $10-$20.
Yeah, it's like I'm like, oh man, it's like man, it's so much more expensive here. But anyways, so that's basically our trip. Is there any takeaways or anything like that you want to discuss about our trip?
Please go to Philippines. Philippines
was a lot of fun. I will say I definitely want to go back. I think it was beautiful. It was beautiful there. I had a really good time.
I think it's time to wrap it up.
All right. Close us out, bud.
That was episode 3 of our Little Big Chat Show. See you next time.